Yo, what's going on, guys? And Hoops Hype wrote an article saying that Pat Connaughton could be the man on the move for the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Milwaukee Bucks leverage their best trade assets to acquire Damian Lillard, and the best metaphorical acquisition by trade deadline would be the return of Chris Middleton to all-star form before injury. If any move is made, it would be on the margins. Pat Connaughton would be valued by teams around the league as a 3-and-D role player with athleticism. His $9.5 million salary is tradable, and should the Milwaukee Bucks want to make a theoretical rotational change or try to upgrade another bench position, it could. For example, they could package Pat Connaughton for Amir Coffey and Bones Highland, maybe trade 1 second-round pick or 2 second-round picks and Pat Connaughton's 9.4 for Amir Coffey and Bones Highland to the Clippers. That would be a deal that they could do. And with that being said, who else is there that they could maybe realistically go for? Another example of a player that they could go for is Otto Porter, packaged with a guy like Precious Achiuwa or Malachi Flynn, is something that they could do, a deal that they could, theoretically do a margins. Maybe Ricky Rubio comes back and the Cavs want to move on from him because they want to convert Craig Porter Jr. to a standard NBA contract. What they could do is package Dean Wade and Ricky Rubio for Pat Connaughton. Now, another deal is maybe Poku and Trey Mann are two guys that the Thunder would like to trade, and they could trade Pat Connaughton for those two guys. So the salary, but I do think the Otto Porter with Jalen McDaniels or Precious Achiuwa is realistic, or Jalen McDaniels packaged with Precious Achiuwa. Those two players for Pat Connaughton would be perfect for the Milwaukee Bucks in this terms. It's not like they need to make a trade, but that's a realistic one that they could make. Pat Connaughton so far is averaging 5.8 points, which is his lowest since 2019-20, which was his 5th season in the NBA. He is a career 36% three-point shooter. This year he's shooting 34%. He is playing 23 minutes, which is the same minutes he played last year, but his usage rate is lower. And he's an athletic freak, okay, who's going to be able to dunk on anybody. He's got a decent three-point stroke. He's selfless. He knows his role. He knows the attack, from the spot up or in transition, cutting the ball. And he's playing more of a forward role this year on the wing. And he's a team guy. He's a good defender who uses athleticism well. And he's not going to be a guy who can guard everyone, but he puts up a good, facade and good, effort to defend multiple players. And he's somebody who tries, and that's what you want to see, at least as a coach, someone who's just going to be able to try and, make the effort. So I think that's where people are just at least happy, at least he's trying, okay? At least he's doing something. So let me hear your guys' thoughts down below if you guys are in agreement. I think Pat Connaughton would be decent for a team. They could get something back.